matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tannehill on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So second and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Tannehill. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julius Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And it's fielded at the 34. Jarvis Landry. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Tim Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll drop to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah,
and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he'll be out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Ajayi. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Jarvis Landry. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. First and goal from the 5. Here's Ajayi. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And they give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They go option right on second and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll start out on the ground with a Jai. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Tannehill. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third down and goal from the 6. Now it's Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So now here's the kicker, Andrew Franks, in a pressure spot. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Franks' kick is good. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, it's Harmon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 47 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They run with Ajayi. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, that's Harmon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding room to the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. He'll look to throw, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will write a finish to this ball game.